Welcome back to another episode of Animates, your source for all things retro anime. My name is Mackenzie, joined by my lovely co-host Lindsay. Sure,
Don't question it.
I am. Now, Lindsay, I was hoping to round us out this Pride Month with some good old-fashioned Yuri, aka some girl love, because we've done boy love, we've done a trans episode, but as previously discussed, most of it is hentai.
Yeah.
But it turns out there's a reason for that. According to sources online, Yuri didn't actually make a big splash until about 2004.
Oh, so outside of our time period? Great.
And most of what came before that, we've already seen. Utena, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sailor Moon.
I did find there are parts of Sailor Moon. But I did find a series that is actually quite well reviewed that is within the girl love genre that some say is a classic.
I'm nervous.
But then I found another boy love series that I thought might be right up your alley.
Oh no. Is it vampires?
So
is it vampire boy love?
No.
Is it glittery vampire boy love? Is it Sephiroth?
No, it is not Sephiroth. But see, instead of being the one to make the decision, I'm actually going to leave it up to you.
No, don't do this to me again.
So I'm going to
Grabbing
give
my
you
dice.
No. That's not how this is going to work.
Oh no.
It's not like April Fool's. I'm going to give you 2 full descriptions of 2 different series, and then you will make a decision on which one you want to watch. Are you ready?
I'm not trusting you, but I'm ready.
Okay. The first one is our girl love series, which is Onisama-e, which stands for Dear Brother.
Oh, I've heard of this one.
The description of this one is, when 16-year-old Nanako Misono enters the prestigious all-girls Saren Academy, she believes a bright future awaits her. Instead, this unlucky girl finds herself dragged into a web of deceit, mystery, and jealousy. On top of that, she is chosen as the newest inductee of the sorority, an elite group whose members are the envy of the entire school. Having none of the grace, wealth, or talent of the other members, she quickly draws the ire of her jealous classmates, especially the fierce Aya Masaki.
Ooh.
This is an impassioned drama about the hardships of bullying. It chronicles a young girl's harsh life at her new school as she endures cruel rumors, heartless classmates, and countless social trials.
Ooh.
Now, this series does come highly recommended. It comes from the creator of The Rose of Versailles, and while it doesn't quite hit all the Yuri boxes until a little later on, it still does have that label. And apparently the show is bonkers and amps up the drama to 11.
Amazing.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it sounds kind of interesting. I definitely am familiar with it. I think I did a little bit of research into it for the Valentine's Day episode this year and and ultimately went with another one.
Yeah, it's not very romantic.
Great. I'm glad I didn't pick it for that. but we'll see. What's the other one?
Now, the next one is called Gravitation, Lyrics of Love.
Oh my gosh. You know what's really funny is I almost gave this to you last week.
So then you know all about Gravitation, Lyrics of Love. Now, for our people at home, it's all about a band called Bad Luck and their lead singer and lyricist, Shindo Shuichi, who is a total wreck. With deadlines for the band's next album looming, the pressure is on. But our normally energetic main character has become listless and fallen into a writing slump. And it's all because Yuki, the great love of his life, has suddenly become cold and distant. Depressed and anxious, he doesn't even want to think about lyrics. He just wants to know how to get Yuki to talk to him. But, thanks to his big mouth bragging about how talented he is, they can't even hire someone else to finish the lyrics for him. So if they don't manage to break him out of his slump soon, this could be the end for the band Bad Luck.
Oh now, man, what bad luck.
I know you love Shonen Ai.
I know I do.
And I know you love idols.
Oh,
but
man.
Do you also love toxic relationships with gag comedic moments?
Obviously.
This show is so yaoi, it's insane. Right down to the big, tall, grumpy guy dates tiny, loud, hyperactive guy trope that is so common in old manga of lore.
Oh,
and yes, these are all adults, thankfully.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Because yeah, there was that other one that I tried watching and I was like, oh no, this is like a 20-year-old man going for a 16-year-old. No.
Yeah, no. Now I have seen this one. It's pretty funny. But I'm going to leave the decision up to you. If you want to go for the dear brother girl love drama or the idol-based comedy romance of Gravitation, lyrics of love.
Oh my gosh. I feel like you very much like put your foot on the scale for one of these because you're like, boy love, music, idols, heck yeah. Oh man. Oh, this is so I kind of want to go Gravitation.
All right.
Oh
Let's
man.
I mean, honestly, all this says is that you believe in lesbian erasure because we've done now 2 boy love and a trans, and you didn't want
I
to go
know,
for the lesbian episode.
and that's why I was like, I should go for the lesbian one, but also I want
But
to
then you're
go
just
for.
pandering. Then
I
you're just
know.
pandering.
I'm a sellout. I don't know what to do.
No, you're going to go for the one you want to go. And honestly, it's probably the one that people are going to enjoy hearing about the most
Oh my gosh.
because it's fun. The other one is very dramatic,
Okay, well,
which
let's
is
go.
not a bad thing, but we'll hold that for a later date.
Oh my gosh.
There was one more I was going to show, but I thought people were joking because it wasn't like hentai.
Okay.
And then I read one review that was like, there are so many fluids and tentacles in this, it's insane. And so I watched one episode and went, nope.
Okay, well, you need to tell me what this is off mic.
I will. All right.
Is that what we're going to be watching for 10 minutes so that you can have me react to? Okay, good.
No. All right. So you will be watching 2 episodes of, because that's all it is. 2 episodes. It's only 2 26-minute episodes. So you'll be watching 2 episodes of Gravitation, Lyrics of Love, which is the 1999 precursor from Studio Plum to the Gravitation TV show, which aired in 2000.
Oh,
this one's
so
this one's
no,
a bit.
because I think I was. Oh,
You go.
That's fine. Because I think the one that I was going to give you was the 2001. So
the 2001 is like the actual like full story.
Oh, okay.
The OVAs are just like a random insert.
Great. I love it.
For like the middle of it. So we will be back in 10 seconds to talk all about Gravitation, Lyrics of Love. And we are back from watching the 2 OVAs from Gravitation, Lyrics of Love.
Ooh.
And Lindsay, were you entranced by the whiny guy loves cold, seemingly heartless, tall and handsome man dynamics of the show? Or did it leave you feeling heartless and angry that you didn't opt for the girl love mystery anime?
Okay, so Shuichi's the top, right? That was the point of this?
Funny. Shuichi is so small he couldn't get on top if he wanted to.
Oh, it's like a chihuahua trying to mount a mastiff. He's pocket-sized.
He is very tiny.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I don't know. I may it's so hard because I'm like, what would the girl love one bit would have been like? Did I miss that? Now I've gotten FOMO.
Dark, mysterious, full of schoolgirl politics mixed with, dark side. But
what kind of wait, you can't just say dark side and not describe what kind of dark side.
I don't know. I haven't seen it all.
Oh, well then guess we both get to have FOMO.
Getting back on topic with this one.
Yes.
This is a truly weird piece of media.
Yes.
Because it struggles to stick to a genre, which may be a comedic tactic, but it's all over the place.
Yeah, I was saying, maybe is it like one of those ironic things where it's like, oh, everybody's blending things. We now have dramedies, blah, blah, blah. Well, we're going to combine everything.
I don't know. Because it literally, it's a comedy, but it has so many, dark, sappy, dramatic moments that are then met with, women turning into rocket ships and flying out into space.
Wait, what? Did I miss something?
At the meet and greet.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh no, I don't remember women turning into rocket ships. Okay, I do. Because
you're like, oh no, did I watch the 2000 version, the actual TV show?
Yeah.
The characters in this are special.
I didn't like the character design.
No, it's not a great looking series.
No. I wanted Shuichi to be less twinky. I wanted him to be at least a little bit more masculine, not look like a teenage girl.
But then it wouldn't be a yaoi. That's why I said in the intro that this is like as yaoi as they come, where it's like it's like the dog reference you had made. Like he's tiny, and it's meant to
Mhm.
be. That is the general trope. Just be glad that we didn't get the usual yaoi standard. If you look at a lot of yaoi manga, for some reason the like tall man half of the relationship always has arms that are like 9 miles long. It's really creepy.
The wrists go down to his ankles.
Yeah, it's super weird.
It's just Ryuk from Death Note.
Yeah, you're spot on.
Oh my gosh, is Ryuk and Light a yaoi thing? I'm sure Light would have no problem being compared to that.
I don't know. I'm sure there's fanfic for it.
I'm positive there is.
Almost certain.
I've read it all. Just kidding.
But yeah,
I've written my own series.
no, this is not great.
No, even the music isn't great.
No, the music is terrible.
Oh man, I mean, there was like the ending song. I was like, "Is this Hyde? Is this Larkinseal?" But it is not because I Shazammed it. I almost said Shonen. That's not right. It is not Hyde, which makes me really sad because Hyde's amazing. Side note: if you've never heard of Hyde, go listen to his music. He's great.
Sure, I'll take your word for it.
How dare you?
Um,
I'm sending you an entire Hyde playlist after this.
you do that.
It's gonna be Hyde. It's gonna be Larkinseal. It's gonna be Vamps.
Sure, whatever you say.
How dare you?
But no, at least, and you know, this is a pet peeve for mine. They're actually singing and doing
It's
stuff
true.
when they're playing.
Oh my gosh, they have such a beautiful voice.
Like they're actually on the microphone singing to the music,
What a wild
which
concept.
is so rare in the retro stuff and everything we've bloody watched, where it's just like still frames or the music doesn't match what's going on or
Yeah.
something. So
Did
at
that
least-
happen in Toy?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And it was so
It-
fucking annoying.
Which is hilarious because I actually enjoyed Toy a lot better than this one.
Oh, a million times more.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a pet peeve of mine when you have people singing and it doesn't actually match up at all.
Yeah,
There's
it's not
like
great.
a keyboardist on stage, but there's no keyboard in the guitar or in the song or anything like that.
Oh. Or the worst is when they have something really obscure. There's no instrument on stage that's making that noise.
There's like someone playing a glockenspiel and it's just like a guitarist and a drummer.
100%. You're like, well, I guess that's the backing track. It's a theremin.
Everyone who's reviewing this was like, look, if you haven't seen the manga, this is going to make no sense.
I could understand that because I haven't seen it, and there's some stuff that I'm like, what?
But it's also not the only one at fault. The TV show's at fault too. Like in the manga, Shuichi's sister plays a huge role,
Oh,
but
she
in the
was barely
entire
in it.
TV show, she's not in it at all.
Not even in the not in the TV show. She has at least like 3 seconds of screen time in this one.
Yeah, this is the only time she's animated, even though in the manga she has such an important role. So it's like this series is kind of all over the place between the light novel, the manga, the TV, the OVAs. They're all just different and not in like cool, unique ways. They just feel off.
They just don't feel complete. Yeah. Like literally the sister's only in the show to bring Shuichi food.
Yes, that's pretty much it. Now we watched the sub because the dub is lifeless and poorly done.
I heard 2 seconds of the dub and I was like, good lord.
Yeah,
I will wrangle my ADHD to read this one.
but the sub is confusing at the start because the first scene's in English.
I know. I was like, did I click the wrong link?
It's because they're Japanese characters speaking to like an English music board.
Yeah.
So he's like doing a Japanese accent, but with English. And the same thing for me. I was like, huh? But here's the worst part. In that
Oh,
first
no.
intro moment, they are clearly speaking in English, but the subtitles are saying different things.
Crushed it.
It's like 80% accurate. And I'm like, it's literally English. How do you fuck up translating English to English subtitle?
Maybe they were just translating the like Japanese. So maybe it's that thing where it's like you type a phrase into Google Translate and then you translate it back.
Maybe. But I'll tell you something. When you look at the list of English voice actors for this, you realize why it sounds so dead and lifeless.
Oh no.
Most of the main cast have less than 10 total roles,
Oh wow.
with this, a lot of them being one of their first. The only guy who has a long resume leading up until like 2024, it's 90% Pokemon. And I don't mean characters from Pokemon, I mean the literal Pokemon.
It's just him
which-
being like,
Don't get me wrong, is a sweet gig to get, but
I
it
mean,
also
yeah.
clearly says you're better at making noises than human voices.
to be honest, if that's how I could pay my mortgage, I would not be mad.
Absolutely. It just goes to show how shit the dub of this is. Like you
Yeah.
said, you got 2 seconds of it and you were like, ew. Like
Yeah, I was like,
there
"This is lifeless." I could do a better job dubbing it
yeah, there is
if I
a
was the engineer and the actor.
yeah, there's Stewart School of Voice Acting bad, and then there's just like
This is
dead
like dropout
zombie
of
like
Stuart
exactly. This is the dropout of that. But
the
yeah.
dropout of the Stewart School of Voice Acting. That's what I was trying
Exactly.
to say before my brain decided to not use my mouth.
Oh man.
It forgot what vowels were.
But let's get into it here and
Okay.
talk Gravitation,
Oh my gosh. Well,
episode 1.
we already talked about the opening because they're talking about like this negotiations for Tokyo Bay Music Fest.
Yes.
And there's like a bunch of apparently it's the offer is pretty generous, but there's still some and they're like, here's the terms. They're like, all right. And I was like, this is barely a negotiation.
No, you do not get that in the music industry.
No. Not at all. Yeah. But then we cut right into the opening song, which is like 4 minutes long. Holy
It's a
moly.
whole friggin' song and it's not
It's a
good.
whole music video for the song that and I was like, I don't even know what this theme song is telling me.
Lyrics to this, both in Japanese and the translations, and all of these songs are stupid.
Oh man. All of the lyrics are so terrible for for a show that's all about the like making these really important meaningful lyrics. It doesn't really happen. They're not in the room with us.
But at the same time, the lead writer of the songs in the show is known as being a terrible lyricist. So,
But yet
I
they're
mean,
like pressuring him to write lyrics for this thing for the whole entire series. The two
I don't know.
OVAs.
I don't know. Anyway,
Even okay, yes, okay. Anyways, yeah. So we come back from the 5-hour theme song, and we're in a recording booth, and Shuichi is like laying down some sick whatever in his brain, and they're like, "Okay, so do you got the lyrics for this song?" And he's like, "No." Management is not happy.
I
And is the
love
man
his
okay?
manager.
Is his manager American?
I think his manager's American.
Okay, because he keeps like pulling out just this Glock and just like shoving it in people's faces, threatening to shoot them. And I was like,
It's a Magnum, and he doesn't just pull it
oh,
out in
I'm
their face. He
sorry.
shoves it in his mouth.
He puts his magnum in his mouth and tells him he better get to work or he's going to shoot him point blank. Like, what motivation? You know what? You know what
I'm-
inspires creativity? Fear.
I'm almost certain that he's American because his name is Claude K. Winchester.
Yeah, he's American. Claude K. Winchester. I'm from the United States of America.
Oh, it is confirmed. He is American.
Okay, great.
I'm glad you picked up on that before even knowing, because you're like, due to the gun, he's clearly American.
Because all Americans have guns all the time. That's what we know, right? It's what you get in your, party treat bags at birthday parties.
Yes.
It's like shitty bubble gum and a gun. Anyway, so while he has this magnum in his mouth, he has like this flashback from fear because I guess his life is flashing before his eyes. It's like he's in this alley and some sexy boy with a cigarette comes up to him with this like lyrics on the piece of paper he's just found. And he tells him that he has zero talent and he should just quit now. Oh my, that would scramble my eggs right off the bat. Just tell me how terrible I am? Just nag me from the beginning? Hell yeah. Oh.
In the TV version,
Mm-hmm.
when that happens, he actually uses that to get out of a slump and writes out of anger. But in this one, it just shows him just shut down hardcore, like, hey, you're shit. You suck.
He's like, you're right.
Yeah, but he's like, you're so right. I'm in love.
I mean, the handsomeness, I guess, softens the blow. But we come back from this, and the people are like, maybe we should just hire a new lyricist. Which I was like, yes, there's no shame in it. People have publishing contracts for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Use
Everyone's
them.
got a ghostwriter.
100%. Everybody does. Anyways, so I guess Shuichi has gone like post-verbal and is trying to communicate to them what he needs via charades.
Which is such a weird...
Yeah.
Like, this kid is insufferable.
Oh my gosh, right? And I love that one of the guesses that they give is rhinoceros crotch, but eventually they figure out that Yuki has been being cold to Shuichi, and that's why he's been in this slump. And it's like, all right, what you gonna do about it? From here, we got to a room, and it's like this dark, and he's being all brooding in front of a laptop, and you hear an answering machine come over. Okay, so I originally thought this was a woman. It's not. It's a dude. And he's like asking Yuki if he's made progress on the matter they spoke of. Ooh, so mysterious. What could this be? We don't know because it just boop goes to Shuichi's bandmates trying to bring him to one of his old venues to like get him out of his slump.
I, I thought they were taking him to a strip club at first.
That's what I thought.
Because like there's a bunch of weird people walking out front of it.
So, and there's like people doing like weird circus tumbles, like two-person roller thing. Like, I don't know where they live.
The show is big on gag humor. And
yeah.
Sometimes it hits and sometimes it doesn't. Like when he's like so happy his friend is trying to help him out, and he like goes all teary-eyed, and like the flower truck appears behind him and they're like all glimmering and like this like little scene. I'm like, oh, that's fun. But then other times it's like, oh, another of the same gag.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird things that made the script and things that did not, that should have been in the script. I don't know. But yeah, they go in. He has like a flashback to, I think it wasn't the first time that he met Yuki. But
No,
it was like,
it was when the first show he had come to of theirs. He'd invited him to a show and he came.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he stood in the back and looked grumpy and was like, you're shit.
Also, like, this is the worst flashback ever because he has a flashback, but then it like turns into a hallucination that he can control.
He gets like stuck in it. I don't know. It's yeah. So from here we cut to a book signing, and this is where we were talking about earlier. Yuki is like laying on the Riz super thick, and this woman, turns into a rocket and just like blasts off into the sky. And one of Yuki's managers is like, we told you not to do that. He's like, I just wanted to, go heavy on the fan service.
Yeah, he says it's the easiest way to get rid of the crazies, basically.
Yeah.
Is to turn them into rocket ships so they fly away.
I mean,
Because
hey.
apparently that's something the human body is known for in this world.
This world is quite strange.
Yeah.
So when Yuki's done with his book signing, he comes back home and gives Shuichi the cold shoulder, saying he has work to do, and then locks himself in his office.
He's such a dick.
Like, I don't understand why Shuichi doesn't just like leave his ass.
Like, he has
what is he getting from this relationship?
I don't know, because he has zero communication skills. Not that Shuichi is much better, because he's also just really needy and doesn't know when to quit, but like, he's not getting what he wants emotionally. He's clearly not getting what he wants physically, because Yuki is kind of more on the Sakamatsu darling side.
Yeah.
And so like it's such a terrible relationship dynamic.
It doesn't seem healthy.
Yeah, and based on the flashbacks we get, he's always been a dick.
Yeah, like there was never a moment where Yuki is like a genuinely romantic partner.
No, it's just him constantly telling him he's shitty.
Yeah, he's just constantly being a nag and just like being an asshole. It's funny because from here we get Shuichi like falling asleep on the couch, and Yuki comes out and is like, hey, like you're gonna get cold sleeping on the couch, let's go to bed. And I was like, oh, okay, interesting. I guess this is just like
had a bad
nice
day.
Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe they're warming up to each other. And I'm like, oh, they're finally getting intimate, that's great. And then psych, it's a dream sequence, and there's like this weird pseudo bondage scene for like 2 seconds.
They gave us a romantic dream inside a kinky dream. Because it was a dream inside a dream.
It was like Inception.
Yeah, because he was dreaming like, oh, it's finally going to be soft and nice. And then he's like, oh, fuck, that was a dream. It's not soft and nice. He's like tied to like a rolled up bed mat, and like Shuichi's like licking a whip.
I was like, this is such a weird scene.
And he's like, no.
Yeah.
I wanted it soft. You said you'd be gentle. And he was like, oh, I'll be gentle.
Oh my gosh. This is why you need to negotiate your boundaries.
I was like, what is going on? And then he just wakes up again.
We need to have a stoplight system. We need to have saved words and saved emotions. We need to have compromise. We need to have...
Oh, this is Yaoi. You don't get that in Yaoi.
Well, anyways, then he wakes up and he's like sitting outside of Yuki's door, and Yuki just opens the door and slams him into the wall. Like any good partner.
And we get a fourth wall break because he's like, this is the manga panel. Because he like crumples into the wall flat.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
Yeah, he just like walks out.
Yeah, he's like, bye.
I was like, oh, okay. And then, so from here we find out why Yuki's been so distant Turns out he's been writing lyrics for, oh gosh, I hate this fucking band name. Niddle Grasper. What the fuck name is that? That's a terrible band name. Like, go for, I don't even, Moth Popes. I don't care. Like, just Niddle Grasper? What's a niddle? Why are you grasping it? And I was like, is it like a weird translation? It's supposed to be nipple? Like, even nipple grasper is better.
I don't know.
Shuichi finds out, he's pissed. And so he runs in the rain, just like crying and being emotional, and trips and falls and face plants into a puddle. And that's how we end episode 1. And my note for the end of episode 1 is, Yuki better have a good fucking reason for this.
You're skipping over the song we hear from Niddle Grasper.
Because I didn't want to think about that song.
You don't want to talk about Spicy Marmalade?
Oh, it's so stupid.
The lyrics are just, again, we've said it before, but gibberish. And they keep going on about Spicy Marmalade, which apparently is actually a thing. People like making spicy marmalade.
I've had tomato chili marmalade. Delicious. I don't think I'd write a rock song about it.
No. But like,
feels like a folk rock song.
Yeah. But yeah, Yuki's such an asshole. Ignore his boyfriend. Go and write lyrics for another band in secret.
And tell him how shit his lyrics are.
Yeah, like we don't obviously know what else is going on yet at this point. It's only episode 1. But at this moment, Yuki's just a piece of shit.
Well, the other thing is, like, Yuki must be aware that Shuichi is having writer's block. Like, he must know. You can't live with your partner and not, unless you're a shitty partner. Well, I guess he is. So
I don't think he lives with that partner.
Okay. You don't cohabitate occasionally with someone.
Episode 2.
Yeah. So we find out Shuichi's gone home because Yuki shows up to the recording studio and is like, what does this mean? And it's like a note where Shuichi clearly states, I'm going home.
Yeah. Like, now he seems to care.
Right? Like what is going on, dude? And so the band is like, can you please go get Shuichi, because you're the only person that he's gonna listen to. Which I don't understand.
No. And he's like, no.
Like,
And this is why I love Claude, though, is Claude's like, fuck it, I'll do it. Like, how are you going to bring him back? He's like, I'm going to strangle him with a noose until he passes out and then drag him back here.
Yeah. Oh, America. Oh my gosh, it's so strange. So yeah, we're at Shuichi's home and he's not leaving his home. So his sister, being the good woman that she is, brings him food and then leaves, and that's all she does.
I do love the noodle arms in this scene, though.
I know, that was kind of funny.
They just like from under the door and pull the food in, and then he like eats like a friggin' monster and then just like sheepishly pushes the plate back out.
My gosh. So yeah, we cut to Niddle Grasper. Fuck this name. Practicing, and their gear shuts off, and it turns out that Yuki unplugged everything because he needs to talk to the front man.
Yuki can't do anything just the easy way. He's just gotta be an absolute dick nuisance with everything he does.
Yeah, 100%. He's like, how can I do this in the most annoying and inconsiderate way possible? All right, cool. Willie's talking to this person. He's like, I only agreed to write lyrics under the condition that Shuichi wouldn't get hurt. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but what are the specifications for not hurting Shuichi? Did you ever think about that? What, like...
Because they made a public announcement that he knew was going to happen, so he knew that Shuichi was going to see that.
Yeah.
But apparently, don't worry, the plan will work. And you're like, what fucking plan?
Sounds like there's no fucking plan.
Yeah, it's so ominous. Like, what are these mystery conditions to him writing the lyrics?
Right? I was like, was there a contract? Were there any sort of negotiations? Like, did you just go, yeah, I'll do it? Like, I don't get it.
Oh, man.
For a smart guy, he seems kind of stupid.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. But he's like walking, all of a sudden he like is suddenly having a heart attack. Turns out voodoo? What in The Exorcist is going on? I have no idea. Turns out it's the brother. So Yuri's brother is a voodoo priest who can apparently just do that.
It's just like out of nowhere.
It's so random, and it doesn't make any sense in the story or in this world, really.
Fitting into the story makes no sense because the magic actually works.
Yeah, I'm like, if this scene wasn't in here, I feel like nothing would have changed. Like, it's not like it really does anything to change Yuki.
And the reason his brother's doing it is just because he's mad he didn't tell him he was writing for his favorite music artist.
Yeah. Like, it makes zero sense.
No, and I get it's a comedy, it's supposed to be funny, but it wasn't done in the first part as a funny way. It
No.
legitimately just, like, looks like he's about to have a legitimate heart attack.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, shit," like, they're having this big fight, and we found out this big betrayal, and now all of a sudden Yuki's gonna have a heart attack and die. It's a very strange plot that has a lot of pieces that don't make sense. Anyways, so we're back at Shuichi's house, and the one of the musicians, I guess the singer from Niddle Grasper, fuck this name, shows up, and Shuichi is like, I've been watching a lot of your performances, and it's helped me like kind of realize some things. And I love the musician is like, is this speech going to be long?
And he falls asleep during
Just whole entire thing. Like it's a very like this part makes sense because he's I mean, I don't know. I have a lot okay. So basically he what he learns from watching all these performances is that he's gonna watch a band that he loves perform a song with lyrics written by a person that he loves. It sounds like someone in a toxic relationship trying to
Mhm.
validate the other person's
Yeah.
toxic
So,
behavior.
it sounds like it would make sense, like, "Oh, someone I love, I should be supportive of them." Except they've been hiding it from you and being it's one thing to keep a secret from someone as a surprise, it's another thing to be an
Mhm.
absolute fucking dick to them for weeks
100%.
on end.
Yeah.
Also, when he's told that the guy is there, he freaks out and he, like, slides towards the door. You weren't gonna get this reference, but he's got a Gundam shield and a Gundam beam cannon on him, and
Wow.
it's a very good reference, but I figured
He's
you
like,
would have no idea why they threw that in there.
nope, didn't get it at all. Totally missed it.
Very relevant at the time.
For all you Gundam heads out there.
Yeah.
Oh man. The other thing I loved at this moment was we get this like weird flashback of or fantasy of like Shuichi falling asleep in Yuki's arms, and he is so tiny. He's like a little dumpling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like this weird introspection from Yuki.
Hmm.
And he's like, it shows us that their dynamics kind of been like this from the start,
Hmm.
minus him being distant. He's always just been like, you suck at everything you do. But I like you. And Suchi being like, oh my God, thank you for saying that. I also like you. And it shows that like he does like him, but he struggles and love is hard for him, which like I kind of feel for him because he's bad at showing love, but also I'm not
Nope.
feeling bad for him.
Oh man. Well, we get back from Shuichi gets back from his childhood home and he's like, I'm ready to write lyrics, but not before German suplexing everyone in the
Everyone,
room, breaking all their necks.
I don't want to be friends with someone who German suplexes me when they're happy.
100%. I'd be like, I hope
I
you're miserable all the time.
I had a friend
Maybe
who's.
this is why Yuki is always telling him he sucks because if he's really happy, he'll get German suplexed.
Do you really think that little tiny dumpling could?
He could do it to a big American man.
True, true.
After German suplexing everybody, he's like, I'm gonna write lyrics. And they're all like, huzzah! And then a week passes and nothing has been written.
Like okay. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but the night and day images of the building don't match up.
I don't think
The
I did notice.
windows, because it's one build, it's the building they're in, and it
Yep.
goes night, day, night, day.
Yeah.
The windows on the night building are larger and shifted out of place than the daytime building. Why?
I
How
don't know.
fucking hard
I
is
think
it
the
to
way that
just do a same image and change the colors on it? It's a whole
not even that.
redraw.
You don't even have to do that. You can literally just take a gel, put it over top.
Yeah, it was. Oh my! I don't know why, but that bothered the absolute crap out of me, and I forgot about it when I was rewatching again today to like refresh my brain. I paused and I was like, "This is fucking stupid." I don't know why. I don't know why it bothered me so much, but that stupid fucking moment with the windows pissed me off so much.
I think for me, I was like, "Oh, it's a light changing shadows." I don't know. I think because I remember being like, "That window's bigger." Then I was like, yeah, "It's probably just shadows." I don't
No,
know.
no, I did a one by one pause side by side. It's fucking larger.
You like inputted into like editing software and just literally went frame by frame, didn't you?
I CSI Miami that shit. Anyways,
Anyways, Shuichi has not written anything, and management is like, "Fuck, the label is going to be so mad. We're going to have to postpone this." Like,
okay. I don't understand how they think they can get the lyrics the day before, but still be able to record, edit, and manufacture all the CDs within 24 hours, anyways.
I mean, Grimes did it and then showed up at Coachella, and everything went fine.
Sure, this is the 90s.
It didn't. It didn't. It went horribly
Oh,
wrong.
okay. I don't know Grimes.
I don't either, but I just saw it on TikTok. Anyways, so we're at Tokyo Bay Fest.
Yes.
And Yuki is like, I don't feel like going. You can have it, brother. And the brother's like, hell yeah. He's ready to go. And Yuki's really excited to go. Or not Yuki. Oh gosh, Shuichi. He's really excited because he's wearing his like fancy pleather outfit. And he's like, Yuki's gonna be here. And then we'll be all better. And it's not, it's his brother. And he gets really mad.
So pissed.
Oh man. Well, it's the moment you've been waiting for, Mackenzie. The concert begins and Niddle Grasper takes the stage.
This song is better than any of the songs we've heard so far.
Except it's still not great.
But it's not good.
No, I literally was like, oh, I should listen to the lyrics. And then as the performance was happening, I was like, I'm thinking about having a nap or what I want for dinner or like, it's just not great.
But the lyrics are special.
Yeah, they're about Shuichi, which I was like,
and they were written by Yuki.
But it's like, isn't it just random lyrics? Like, I didn't
know. Bro wrote them about him. They actually do, if you read them, match up a bit to what the relationship is like. I figured you wouldn't look that deep into that.
No, I didn't. Well, and here's the thing. Because we've had all these weird dream sequences, I thought this was a dream sequence when he goes on stage to sing the song with him. Because I was like, how the fuck does he know all the lyrics to the song he's never heard before?
He's just like, oh my God, he wrote these lyrics about me. And then he gets so excited about it.
And like literally
runs up on, I was gonna say, trample people on stage.
No security officer is stopping him.
Just tramples people on, jumps on stage. And here's the crazy part. None of the vocals actually change when he starts singing the song with them.
Nope.
It's just still the same song. They didn't add in his vocals or anything on it.
Yeah, no, it's just the other guy still singing. It's like the original lead singer of Niddle Grasper. And they just they just cut the mic that he was singing in that Shuichi took over. They're like, we're just going to fade this out.
Having his Ashley Simpson moment.
Ooh, yeah. Because we know our demographics.
It's just...
that 2.8% of our audience is not going to understand that reference.
Yeah, it's so stupid. And then they get to sing their own song?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like there's so many contractual things that are being violated here.
I mean, the president of the festival did come out and give the A-OK. Before he even got that, he's like, my bandmates come up on stage.
I know, right? I was like, you guys are just literally taking over. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I was Niddle Grasper, I'd be a little pissed.
But
I'd be like, we have this slot. We're the headliners. What the hell are you doing?
But this was the plan from the start.
Is that who that tiny boy was? Was he the president of the music company?
Yes.
Oh.
The one who's been talking with Shuichi to like write the lyrics and all this stuff. This has been, I'm not sure if you picked up on it or not, this has been the whole thing from the start, was that Yuki can't say how he feels, so he gets his favorite band to do a song that he wrote for him to help inspire him so that he can then get on stage and show him and his band to the world, which is such a dumb fucking plan.
Also, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, he puts him into a slump by being cold and distant, but he's cold and distant because he's writing a song to bring him out of the slump so he can be extra. What plan is this?
It's a very weird, convoluted, and like would not happen in the real world.
No, it's stupid.
It's very stupid.
It's so fucking stupid.
Oh man. Well, and then also I love the record execs being like really excited about it because they're like, Yuki still thinks the lyrics are trash, but now they can market the song in 2 different versions, like the Nettle Grasper and then also the Bad Luck version. And I'm like,
yeah. And also apparently when Bad Luck sings, they made up the song on the spot.
Yeah,
which is
apparently
this perfectly put together, still terrible song, but like
absolutely.
a put together song on the spot.
This ballad, and I was like, if I'm at a festival and you play a ballad, I'm throwing my cup at someone.
Exact word I have in my notes is, why the fuck is this a ballad and not another rock song?
When I was at Riot Fest and 9 Inch Nails closed out the entire festival with Hurt, I was like, I hate music. Why?
Dumb song to close out on.
It's a terrible song to close out on. Trent Reznor, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Boo.
Boo.
Yeah, we literally just like end with this song being played as he stares at him from the audience.
And then the record execs are like, what is this song called? Is it called blah, blah, blah? And the exec is like, no, it's called Gravitation. Roll credits.
Oh my God. It's so
I hate it.
bad.
I hate it.
Did you see the post-credit scene?
I was gonna say, did you see the post-credit scene?
Yeah.
Just also like a weird, how does this relationship stay like together? It doesn't make sense.
They're like cuddle up on the couch And Yuki's like, they're cuddled, but he's like,
Yeah.
hold me. Or sorry, Shuichi's like, hold me. And
Shuichi,
Yuki's
yeah.
like, no, I don't
He's
want to
like, "I
hold
don't
you
wanna."
unless it's in the bedroom.
And then Shuichi's like, "No, no, no, that's not what I meant."
It's like, what the fuck is this?
Where are these people's compatibility? Because it's not sexually. It doesn't seem like it's romantically, and emotionally, it doesn't seem.
It's gotta just be fucking like looks wise only. They just like
It
seeing each other's
must
faces
be.
and that's it. Because
Like, I
there's
literally have
no
no idea.
like in Sekimatsu Darling, it had
Oh,
so
there was
much,
so
just like
much.
so much, and it was so sweet. And I was like, oh my god, I want them to be together
I was
forever.
like, "Hey, love is love."
And this one's like, if that was my friend, I would end this relationship by any means necessary.
But yeah, I'm like, "This is a terrible love story. Go watch Toy."
Yeah, Toy's way better. Yeah, this
Toy is
was.
so much better.
I don't even have to need to know if you think this is good or not, because it's not.
No, go watch Toy. There's hotter people in that one too.
Now, what do you think the public rated this though?
I wanna say, like, 5.4.
Much higher.
What?
On Mal, it's a 6.89.
How?
It has no not recommended on the reviews.
What? That's bonkers. People saw this and went, "This is a work of art. More people need to see this."
And like, don't get me wrong, this did have good couple funny moments. Like I laughed at a
Mhm.
couple moments, but overall, it's not anything I would ever want to revisit.
Net bad.
You will not recommend this to the
The
lesbians.
lesbians? No.
And again, I need to say for the people at home, that is two friends of hers.
Those
that
are my
married.
best friends. They're a married couple. They are lesbians. I call
They
them
are
the lesbians.
the lesbians.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't tell the lesbians to watch this.
No, it's not good. What would
No.
you give it? I'm assuming like a 4.
4.5.
Enjoyable enough that you didn't hate it, but just enough that just pissed you off that like you
Yeah,
don't
I
want
was
to
like,
come back.
I wasn't like waiting for it to end like other things we've watched.
Yeah.
But I was also like, this is not great.
The one you had missed out on watching has a rating of 7.84.
Oh wow.
It's a really, really, really well liked series. A lot of people do recommend it, but I knew you were gonna pick the boil off one, but I figured I'd give the option anyways to try and get across the spectrum of stuff here.
Nope.
But maybe next time, or maybe I'll just bring it up randomly. Who knows? But if you want to hear some stuff that we did like, you can check out other episodes of the podcast. But I mean, of course, there's also a lot of crap we haven't liked, so you can also check out those too. We
I was saying, check out Toy if you want to watch a good music anime.
Yeah, TO-Y.
Yes.
That's a fantastic music one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got tons of other episodes on all your favorite podcast platforms. If you did like the podcast, even if you don't like our opinions, please rate us. We really appreciate when you do that. And if you want to check us out on the socials at Animates, pretty much everywhere, mostly Twitter, you can do that. We've also got a free Patreon where we post bonus content, and a YouTube channel where we do post the podcast episodes, but also extra videos, anime tier listing, and all that kind of jazz as well. So yeah, we'll catch you next week when Lindsay is hosting and giving me something that is not what ended up being basically hentai with tentacles that she discovered halfway through. So it won't be that. So we'll see what
Waste
it is
my
next
time.
week. And now I'm looking forward to it.
Oh man.
So catch you next week.
All right. Love you all.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.